Hey guys, it's Jessica here with another video. If you don't know me, I am a corporate recruiter, and what I do here on YouTube is I talk about different tips that I feel will be helpful for people that are actively searching for jobs. I also give career advice, and as a corporate recruiter, I am super interested in jobs, so I also share jobs that are kind of on the market, trending, and also companies that are hiring like crazy, which is the point of the video today. So I've been following Glassdoor, which is a online site that actually brings employers and job seekers together and shares a lot of job related information. And what they do every month is they will post something on their blog, basically highlighting large companies typically that are hiring like crazy. So this just means in large numbers. And so what I've been doing lately is just noting in videos the companies that are actually hiring and then adding my little tidbit if I know something about the company. So let's just jump right in. And for the month of January, and I know January almost is over, but there's still time to look at these companies since it's the beginning of the year. A lot of companies do typically start searching for people to work for them and start looking at their budgets and things of that nature. So for January, we have 16 companies that Glassdoor is saying that these companies are hiring a tremendous amount of people, which is awesome. So number one is Cox Enterprises, or automotive. They have a couple different branches. So there's enterprises, automotive, and communications. Each of these businesses are actually hiring folks primarily in IT, as per usual. We know IT is a booming industry, but also I did see a lot of openings within customer service and sales. So that's pretty neat too. The locations are primarily in the South. So I'm talking Atlanta, Georgia, Austin, Texas, Florida, and also New Orleans. Number two is a company that I think most people have at least heard of, and that is Citi. So Citi, or formerly I think it was called Citibank, is a financial services company. And they are actually hiring, really across the boards when it comes to IT, risk management, but also when you think about a bank, you're thinking about, how do you kind of manage data and make sure you're mitigating risk. So they have a couple of different positions that are specifically geared towards risk management, fraud operations, and also a couple of IT openings. Like I saw that they have a business analyst position opening, which isn't heavily technical, but it's basically kind of gathering requirements and being the in-between person between the IT technical team and then also the end user that actually wants to implement some kind of system. Number three is GM, or General Motors, which I think most people know of. It is an automotive company. And they are hiring in, of course, Detroit, Michigan, but also in Ohio and also in Missouri and Kansas. What they're looking for, engineers primarily, but I did also see that they're looking for people with experience in research, and they're also hiring a lot of folks out of school within engineering. So this is a great opportunity if you're a recent graduate from an engineering school looking for a great company. There's so many great things that people say about General Motors, especially with career development. They seem to really treat their people really well. I actually know a couple of people that have worked at GM, never heard anything bad from them. Number four is Hyper Science, and I really haven't heard much about this company, but this specific company is hiring primarily technical folks, specifically solutions engineers, product designers. They're also hiring recruiters like me. So some of the things that employers are saying is that it's a fast-paced environment, and also that the company has really great benefits. So it sounds like a win-win. LMI and I think this is Emanate Aerospace. They're actually hiring in, oh, and sorry, Hyperscience is hiring in New York. That was literally the only location. Back to LMI. They're hiring in Virginia, DC, Arlington, Virginia, mainly in Virginia. But what they're really looking for are folks in IT or supply chain management. So if you have those skills, this may be a great place to look. I did see a few positions here as well for communications specialists. So if you went to school for English or public relations or something of that nature, you may want to look at LMI Aerospace if you're looking for a job. And what are people saying about LMI Aerospace? This is another company where employees are saying that the benefits are really good and that there's a nice work-life balance. I've talked to some people from LMI Aerospace and I have heard that. The next one, number 5, is Esurance, and they are hiring in San Francisco, Arizona, Florida, and the Dakotas, South Dakota, North Dakota. Really what they're hiring for is primarily tech too, but they're also hiring some legal assistants as well and medical claims specialists, being in the insurance industry. So that could be something to look into. Next on the list is North Italia. I'm going to stop counting because I feel like I'm going to lose track. But North Italia is a restaurant chain, it seems like. And what they're looking for as a restaurant chain is everything within the restaurant industry. So servers, bartenders, cooks, you name it there. They're hiring in California, Nashville, Tennessee, Charlotte, North Carolina. And there may be a few other locations, but it seems like primarily on the West Coast and the South. The next up is Sprinkler, and Sprinkler is hiring in New York, Austin, Texas, and they actually have remote opportunities. So this is a great chance for someone that's looking for a new job, but they want something that where they can work from home. And a lot of their positions are revolved around tech as well, but they're also hiring managers and also people that have good customer service experience as well. They're also hiring product training specialists, so some interesting opportunities there. And really the feedback from people that work there is that they say that the leadership is really strong, which is always good to see. Next up is Emanate Help, and they are hiring in Covina, California, and Glendora, California. As a healthcare company, they're hiring nurses heavily, and they're also hiring for other positions like physical therapists, physical therapy assistants, like higher levels to nurses, like nurse practitioners as well. So if you're in the medical space, this would be a great place to look. They're hiring really heavily in California. And it sounds like benefits are great, and employers are saying that the salaries are really competitive, which it should be if it's in California. All right, so the next up is, I think you pronounce this Viz.i. I'll put a note in here somewhere. Their company hiring in San Francisco, Chicago, Philadelphia, and Washington, D.C. I don't actually know about this company, so I actually need to take a look and see what they're about. Oh, they're in the healthcare space, it looks like. Okay, so Viz.i is in the healthcare space, and they're looking for automation engineers, sales representatives, and also sales managers as well. Nice, and I see all capitalized is hiring remote folks as well, which is awesome. They're also hiring in New Jersey, Atlanta, and Dallas, Texas. And the positions that they're hiring for range across the board, but primarily, again, it's tech and sales is what I saw trending with them. Great benefits, great managers is the feedback on Glassdoor according to their employees. Next up is JobBot, and I'm just going to quickly talk about them. They're hiring in Wisconsin, California, and Kansas City. They're also hiring in Minneapolis, and they're hiring mainly engineers. Crew Car Wash, interesting. They're hiring in Indiana, all across Indiana, for different kind of coordinators, marketing coordinators, people that can work in the cleanup crew for the cars, and they're also hiring managers and trainers. Next up is Schneider Electric. I think I've mentioned Schneider Electric in the past, so they are continuing to hire, and they're hiring across the South. I'll just leave it at that because there's multiple locations in here. Primarily, they're hiring engineers, financial analysts, and they're also hiring interns, which is great if you're in school or just recently out of school. And benefit packages are something else that's trending. Work-life balance and competitive wages. All sounds good to me. So the next two here are QGenda. I haven't heard of this company, but they are hiring primarily in Atlanta, Georgia, for marketers and folks in sales. So if you have those skill sets, QGenda might be a good place to look. I'm not sure what QGenda is. Let's look really quickly. I've not heard of them before. So QGenda, we'll never know because my internet is messing up. Oh, wait. Oh, it's a healthcare software company. Cool. And they actually have catered lunches 3 times a week. The food is actually good, it sounds like. And they have a really relaxed vacation policy. Good benefits too. So that may be another place to check out. Last one is Ravager, and they're hiring in Texas, Massachusetts, Tennessee. They're also hiring Ontario, Canada. So this one's a company that's hiring outside the United States as well. And primarily they're looking for developers and engineers. Again, in the IT space, that's all I saw for that company. They're literally just looking for folks that work in IT. And they had really good reviews as well. Most of the companies that Glassdoor will highlight in this type of blog have good reviews. So I would definitely encourage you, if you're on the job search, it's January, it's the start of a new year, definitely check out these companies that Glassdoor is highlighting as, you know, hiring like crazy. When companies are in a really great need, it's the perfect time to apply because the likelihood that you'll actually move through the process a little easier is greater because of the demand. So they may be, instead of hiring just one person, maybe they need like 10 people for this position, which just makes your odds better. So let me know if you are going to apply for any of these companies. And also let me know if this video is helpful, if you'd like me to keep doing these type of videos where I'm just highlighting companies that are hiring like crazy. And let me know if it's, you know, helping out with anything with your job search. And of course, if you find an opportunity with one of these companies, let me know. So give me a like if you liked the video, comment, let me know if you're going to apply for the companies, and definitely subscribe if you are interested in this type of content, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.